inside the ship so big they call it an offshore drill rig. Thrust tanks, jump drives, refineries, cargo, and more. Sometimes this girl's holds are full of ore. Cosmics working on our stronghold this night, stretching and shaping our future so bright. The ship's the ticket to let our dreams take flight. Cosmic is working, he's laying out blocks. This guy grew up in the school of hard knocks. He's using the welding ship that still needs a name. Come on, engineers, get on your game. It's got plenty of thrust, it carries good cargo, has two welding tools. The audience needs to name it, that'll be so cool. So tell us your opinions in the comments down below. This space engineer needs to know. This welding ship is Orky, and it needs an Orky welding ship name. Come on, audience, let's get on our game. Let me hear your name. Let me hear your name. Using this ship is a ton of fun. If only we could see, if only we were in the sun. It's kinda dark under here, on the underside of the ship. Damn, she's got wide hips. That's okay, we can see anyways. The welders ignite, the welders are bright. The welders are lighting up the night. Sparks are flying as the ship...
Hello, space engineers. Welcome back to another episode of ProtoTech Quest. Yay! This episode we are going to do modifications to the ship, as you have already seen. We have extended this front part of the ship 3 blocks so that we can design bigger things in here and print longer things in here. So that was made apparent to me at the end of last episode that that was important because I couldn't fully print the fighter craft that I was trying to print. So this episode we are going to investigate another unidentified signal. If it is another warship, well, yep. If it's another warship, we are not gonna be getting any ProtoTech today probably, because we're gonna need to be getting ready for like a warship type encounter. So if there are some other encounters, maybe some sharp pointy sticks will allow us to get access to whatever the goodies are at that encounter. We'll see. I'll have to print off a few more sharp pointy sticks. So obviously I have to fix that. So my plans today are mostly just to work on the ship a lot and find some resources and check out an unidentified signal. Part of what we need to do is we're working on the hull a little bit. So it's apparent that it needs to be at least at this level. Probably I will drop it down another level back here. I need to get these thrusters out of here. These thrusters need to be pulled down so that they are not causing us problems on the inside here. Right, because those thrusters are right up in here, so this space is completely, like, we can't airtight it at all. So we're going to at least move these thrusters down 2, if not 3 blocks. I'm just going to grind them off is what I'm going to do. I put this cargo container here, so it should be pretty easy for me to just do it by hand. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so let's think about where these thrusters are going to go. So these are the shorter ones. If we put them here, that's moving them 3 blocks down. If we put them here, it's moving it 2 blocks down. Okay. So which of these is... I mean, neither one of them really matter, I guess, from this point of view. If I move it down 3 blocks, I can build this floor in here, and it's easy to airtight everything. Otherwise, I have to do that, and it's harder to airtight everything. And if we did this, I'd have room to park vehicles up here. So that's an idea. So I think this is what we're going to do with the thrusters. We are going to move them down there. Okay, I have laid out some of the blocks around these thrusters, like trying to pipe things in. And at this point, I'm going to weld up the rest of these conveyors so that I can put some welders down here and use the welders to weld up the... Actually, I could just do it from right there, maybe. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll just do that. So let's put a welder in there. Let's put a welder in there. Okay, so we're gonna turn this on. And it should weld up the thruster for us. Yeah. Same here. That's super useful. It's just so convenient to do that. Okay. As you can see, we finished the flooring. We're slowly making room to park things up here, and I have these oxygen generators that I don't really need up there because I have my whole O2 generation ring. So I'm gonna grind all this down because we just don't need it. I may have to run some conveyors. This may be an essential conveyor line. I mean, it seems somewhat important, right? So I may change that out. Actually, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Let's change that out. Okay, so I am about ready to finish the basic changes in here. I have run a conveyor line along the bottom of these hydrogen tanks and torn out all the O2 gens. So I'm just going to get that welded up, and then I should be able to, and maybe I'll do this right now, rebuild this entire docking area where we have sort of a lower bay where ships that need that kind of connector can dock, and then we have an upper bay where ships like this, like what Mozo builds, can dock up there. No, that's not entirely true. I've built some things that dock on the back. Not that, it's too tall, but this guy. So anyways, I am going to get working on that. So there's probably going to be 3 upper parking bays. These ships I'm going to have to move there with... That's weird. Huh. Oh, I'm out of energy, but I'm not dying yet. Oh, well. There we go. So I'm not sure how much of that I'm going to show you, but I'm going to do it. So I've been working on getting these thrusters reoriented. They weren't symmetrical because they were 3 blocks apart. So the ship wasn't symmetrical, so I had to move one. As you can see, I'm working on where this hull is going to be. There's some essential blocks here that have been laid out, but I'm not going to fill all this space with hull. I need to determine if I'm going to put more like thrusters in here. I mean, there's so much room to put up thrust, you know. Maybe I should put a few more up thrusters. Been working on the bottom of the hull of the Uku Machi. I have an idea about my thruster placements. I think this is what I want to do with the additional up thrust. We probably need at least this much extra up thrust if we want to try and land on a planet in the future. Probably we need a lot more, probably. But this is the arrangement of the extra thrusters I'm going to add on for right now. And I'm going to get on with hooking up the conveyor network a bit better for them. Then we are going to weld them all up, probably just using welders. I'm going to get on that, and I'll come back if I feel like maybe I'm about to be interesting.
Klang. The secret signs of Klang. 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 Bang, bang, bang. Hear that? It's Klang. It all goes boom. Equilibrium's re-established, perhaps a little too soon. Clang! Boom! Bang! Clangs. Clang. The secret signs of Klang. Clang. Clang. Bang, bang, bang. Hear that? It's Klang. Better tread lightly.
Wow.
Klang's wrath is so unsightly.
What is happening?
Better tread lightly. Klang's wrath is so unsightly. Better tread lightly. Klang's wrath is so unsightly.
What in the world? Like, is the ship okay? Oh. Like, where is it? Why in the world did it? Clang out so badly. Something is banging around. It's like there's a floating object somewhere it shouldn't be. Energy list. Floating objects. Let's just get rid of all the floating objects. Right? Oh, this is important. Right, we can just remove it all. Yeah, let's just remove it.
Wrath is so unsightly.
Oh, come on. What is all that noise? Yeah. What is all the friggin' noise about? I don't know. That's not touching the ship. That's not touching the ship. That's not touching the ship. This is now not touching the ship. Why? Oh my gosh. Okay. My life's not hard or anything. No, I don't have a hard time. Everything works really well for me. It's great. Everything is awesome. It's not like there's a bunch of horrible clanging noises that I don't fully understand, but I think are related to my drill. It's not like that's going on. Can I just... What is all this garbage in my... Okay, so we're gonna put this guy back. We're gonna dock all the ships. Yeah. Okay, so I don't really know what all the clang is about, and I think I've had quite a bit of frustration, I guess, and I'm just ready to take a little break. I'd like to have some relief from all this constant banging. So I don't know, maybe, I don't know. I hope I can sort out what this problem is, because I can't play. I think this is the answer right here. I think this block is the answer to the clang. This block and the protagonist. Because when I took a blueprint of the ship and then deleted the ship from the game and pasted it back in, this block was left here, so obviously this block wasn't part of the ship, and the protagonist isn't here, so there was something wrong with it, because all the rest of the grids got copied. So I don't know what was wrong with it, but it was causing the problem. So somewhere here, oh, that one. Oh, that's the one that, okay. It's the one that was clanging us forever. Well, it does kind of coincide with about the time the problems started happening. What is this? This is like... Okay. Alright, so I'm going to get back to what I was trying to do for a very long time. Which is finish building this stuff, except I tore the printer out because I thought maybe the printer was the source of the clang. And I rebuilt this part of the drill attachment, the drill, because I thought that might be part of the clang. I was spending a lot of effort to try and rectify the clang. So I'm glad that it's finally gone now. And maybe I can get back to making forward progress. My lord. I'm gonna rebuild the printer. Probably lay some more blocks out. And get the welding ship out. And then I'll probably show you some footage of welding. That's probably what we're gonna do.
That's okay, we can see anyways. The welders ignite, the welders are bright, the welders are lighting up the night. Sparks are flying as the ship glides past, welding plates up so darn fast. Cosmic is having one hell of a blast, using his welding ship to light up the night. He's using the welding ship that still needs a name. Come on, engineers, get on your game. It's got plenty of thrust, it carries good cargo, has 2 welding tools. The audience needs to name it, that'll be so cool. So tell us your opinions in the comments down below. This space engineer needs to know. This welding ship is Orky, and it needs an Orky welding ship name. Come on, audience, let's get on our game. Let me hear your name. Let me hear your name. The welder ship is just the best. It got in the nooks and it got in the crannies. It's not the kind of thing flown by grannies. Full of power, full of steel. This Orky welding ship is the real deal. You have to give it a name, just don't say Neil. You have to give it a name, just don't say Neil. Just don't say Neil. You have to give it a name, just don't say Neil. You have to give it a name, just don't say Neil. You have to give it a name.
Alright, so we got all of these blocks welded up, which is awesome. I still need to conveyor in these thrusters. And I'm gonna do that and maybe lay some more of these hull blocks out here. Gonna lay out some more of the, shape the hull around here a little more. I'd like to be able to put some guns on some gun mounts. I think that would be nice. We're obviously going to end up in some kind of a combat situation at some point where this ship is probably going to get attacked. The only way to really avoid that is to, to make sure it never happens, is to put a safe zone on this thing. But I don't know if I'm going to do that, at least, especially not in the beginning, actually, because I just think it'd be kind of boring. Basically. So I'm going to carve some things up here and try to place conveyors in helpful places.
Inventory full.
Okay, so anyways, I'm gonna work on putting conveyors in the floors here so that we can connect in these thrusters. I'd like there to be some redundancy, so I'm gonna put connections in the bottom.
Inventory full.
So I'm gonna work on that and show you when I'm done, basically, because I think it's gonna be kind of boring. Okay. So these all look like they are piped in. Do I have things here I need to fix? No. Okay, so those are all okay, so this is a little it looks a little silly. There's kind of a lot of thrusters here, but I think if we want to land this on an actual planet, that's going to be pretty important. So let's see, we've done some of the things we intended to do this episode already. This stuff has all been rejiggered, and is this just sort of like a temporary stage? Because I'd really like to be able to park some things up here, like some ships up here. So if I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna need to change a lot about how all of this works. So I would like to store ships up there. I would like to have a med bay. The med bay might work well right in the middle. Right. Let's put the med bay over here. Okay, so I've moved some docks up there to get ready. Obviously, there isn't any Mozo's beautiful decorative work at the moment, so I'll be trying to do some of that. But we are basically ready here to grab the tug, grab a hold of whatever the name of this ship is, Mozo's Perfect Miner. I don't know. It is a really good ship. I enjoyed it when I piloted it. I thought it did a very good job for its role. Now we're going to rotate this ship because it's just kind of too tall, because, you know, I wasn't doing smart things when I was building it. I was just having a good time. So, show is not as awesome as it could be, perhaps. But that's okay. It's a rancid chicken, so I mean, what do you expect from rancid chicken, anyways? Okay. All right, so we have that latched on. Time to get rid of you.
Inventory full.
Now, I feel like I should print off another version of Mozo's protagonist, just because mishap of some kind with it. And it is no longer... Oh boy. That was... okay. Okay. That was almost really bad. Okay. Alright. So that does, you know, you can kind of park a thing here, so that's nice. Okay, so it'd be great if we could move this guy back up there as well. So I think that I'm going to do that. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to work on trying to pull some of this stuff up here. So, like, replicate it a little bit so that it doesn't look like we destroyed everything Mozo's done. I mean, he's been cheesed for a while, so, you know, I mean, the longer you're gone, the more likely I'm going to have to change some of the stuff that you did and not be able to ask you if that's what you'd like. Okay, folks, I have redecorated the new hangar setup. This guy is an inset. Hopefully he won't destroy the blocks when he lands on a planet. And it is time to figure out what we're going to do next. I think what I'm going to do, because I'd like the ship to move through stages of completion instead of being incomplete a lot of the time. So I have a problem with this catwalk because I move things around. So I'm going to fix that now instead of waiting and doing it later. So we're going to do that. Come back. I think what I'm going to do with this is a full catwalk up here, actually. I'm not getting a lot of benefit out of this personally. And I think that I'm going to put some stairs in here. I mean, a ladder. Some way to get from here to there. So, let's do that. So right at the moment, I am working on getting the catwalks sorted out. I'm trying the catwalks in the build. Trying to put an airlock in between upstairs and downstairs. I'm trying to put an airlock in between engineering and the build bay. So this supposedly will be an airlock hanging from the ceiling. So, the idea that I have is that all of this is not going to do this anymore. I mean, I guess looking at that, it might be nice if I could get up and down from in here. So I'm probably going to build some kind of stairway to do that. This is going to come out of here. It's in the wrong spot now. So I'm going to put like an air vent in here for the airlock that I want here. The ship is going to have a lot of airlocks. Getting rid of any more of this stuff. Let's just dump it. So I'm going to put a vent here for an airlock. So I have this idea that we'll have like a viewing area here. These stairs are great. We're gonna have to change how all of this works. Cut all this out. Work on relaying this out. I need to be able to have an airlock down here, and I need to be able to get up there from here. And it'd be great if I could get from here to here. So we may have a switchback stairs in here. We'll see how it goes.
Inventory full. Inventory
But that is what I'm trying to do. I am trying to have an airlock. Takes me outside.
Inventory full.
So this can't be like a, this has to be some kind of passageway block. Because I need a side. I need something with a side, right? It's like that has a side. Because this needs to be airtight. So then in here we can put stairs. And the question is, do we really want them to be that steep? And I think the answer is, to that question is, not really. If they're going to be steep like that, then we'd have another corridor here. And here we have the stairs. That.
Inventory full.
So I've got some problems with my inventory, and that is that things are sort of all over the place, and they don't feed back into these cargo containers. There isn't a process where that really happens. So it would be great if we could do that. So to do that, we need to have a sorter that's pushing things in. We need to have a sorter that'll push things in. But when we do that, we need to be able to isolate the rest.
No energy.
But when we do that, we need to be able to isolate the cargo container, the rest of the grid from the cargo container from the rest of the grid, so that you can't pull things out of the cargo container. You can only put things in. Right now, that might be fairly easy to do. We do have, there is a bottom connector there. Bottom connection. See that? That's hard to undo. Okay. Okay, so I'm just gonna run, I think, 2 timers. It's gonna run 2 timers, and that's gonna turn off all these sorters that pull it out and turn on the one that pulls it in. It's just gonna do that every 10 minutes for like, I don't know, 30 seconds or something. And that should slowly ensure that the ship has everything where it's supposed to. What are you used? No. Let's reorient you. Okay. Timer CC turn off. So its delay is going to be 10 seconds. And its actions are going to be turn this. Well, first we're going to turn this guy off. Turn the return off. Turn these on. And we need the timer. And we need to start this. So now we go to the other one. And we need to put the timer here. Okay, start. So if I just say turn start, if I say trigger now, it should have pulled some things into there. Yeah, it did it. Okay. So that should help keep things sorted. Right, so I have this idea that I'm going to make this viewing area also over here. And it's like, while we're at it, we might as well just freaking keep going, right? That whole thing could be a viewing area, I guess.
Energy critical.
Sort of. This could be a viewing area right in here.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
Yeah, this will be a viewing area. I am totally going off the rails right now.
Inventory full.
I don't usually get so excited about just working on a ship, but here we are.
Zip zap, bippity zap. Come on, come on. Zip zap, bippity bap. Zip zap, bippity
Alright, so we printed off some sharp pointy sticks, and we printed a Ganthic striker, which is charging. And there is an unidentified signal that's relatively fresh, so we're going to go and check it out. It's going to take us 4 or 5 jumps to get there, so I'm going to work on things while we're on our way. Alright, here we go. The ship is so big! That didn't take us any closer to the unidentified signal. That just quit. So my experience is that means that I need to reload the game. It didn't jump me any closer. What is going on? Can I just blind jump that way? No, I can't. Why the heck not? I don't understand. I had this happen to me in an online game once, and I resolved the problem by reloading back into the game, but that doesn't seem to have fixed my problem here. So I don't know why I can't jump. Yeah, it's not jumping. Does it even say anything? Doesn't even say anything. Does the game log have anything? Look at my log file and see if it says anything, because I don't know what to do. Jump. Now we can. I had to turn off a bunch of those jump drives first and turn them back on. Okay, let's go check it out. We'll see if this is a warship or not this time. If it's a warship, well, we're just gonna shoot it a bit, and you know, that's gonna be that probably. So I am very curious to see what we are about to discover. Oh, it's another warship. Oh, okay. pretty sure we are not going to be okay, so we are not likely to be fighting this, like winning. I mean, I think I hit it. That's nice. I think I hit it again. Tagged. Little friend. Oh, I missed. That's not the best. Oh, I think I hit it. That's fun. Ooh, man. I'm surprised this thing takes the kind of punishment that it does. Totally missed. Oh, I just can't believe that this ship is still fighting. I mean, how beat up is this thing, right? That sucks, I missed. And again, I missed. Oh, I had ammo. Okay. Well, can I just kamikaze myself? Let's turn the warheads on. I can't do that unless I can get away enough. So let's get out of range. Okay. Warhead. Arm warhead. Okay, let's do it. We can wow. Okay. So that didn't last very long. So this is also a warship, so it's not good. I don't think we're gonna do well. I could practice a little more with flying these things, so I think I'm going to do that. So, is this thing basically ready to go? Yeah, we are ready to go. Okay, we're gonna go for it. See how this goes. Kind of curious to fly by whatever's left of this thing. Alright, something is left of it. I'm gonna practice with this fighter because I haven't done a lot of fightery things, so some practicing. Need more gyro, basically. Power is all the way up. Yeah, this thing needs more gyros. Because that's all it's got. I'm gonna try not to die. I got a lot of ammo, so I should be able to shoot for a while if I don't die. He knows I'm here. Oh, already. Just... oh my lord. Okay. Well, oh, I respawned here. That's cool. Oh, it's being really mean to my... Oh. Well. Oh, it respawned me here again. Okay. Well. Alright. Well, next episode, we're going to be more prepared in the event that we encounter another warship, because apparently the warships are kind of mean. So I just basically got, like, shot in the cockpit. That's what happened here. Yeah, I got shot in the cockpit. I mean, maybe I took some damage back here, but it wasn't, you know, it won't matter. So we're just gonna turn off the survival kit. And we're gonna go back. Thank you for joining me for another episode of ProtoTech Quest. We are not prepared to take on the Factorum yet, so we're going to try harder next time to actually prepare ourselves. So we're going to maybe produce a different fighter craft. It doesn't require me to be in close. And we're going to maybe make some kind of escort drones to fly in with us to distract the enemy. That's the current plan, so thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the content. If you did, please give me a like and subscribe. If not, well, go find something else to watch. You know, it's the modern age of everything, so we'll see if I can get we'll see if I can take on this Factorum warship with my little engineer as my not so good grinder. And that's kind of the end of this episode.